Hello, welcome to our presentation on the Job Stress Survey Scale. We chose a scale that measures occupational-related stressors because first, we wanted to focus on industrial organizational psychology. And from previous classes and research, we know that stress overall is known to have many negative effects on physical and mental health. So we wanted to see how that is incorporated in the workplace. We chose the Job Stress Survey Scale specifically because it's more detailed than other occupational stress scales. And it was interesting to see how it provides information about how employees interpret different work stressors. So first, an introduction to the Job Stress Survey Scale. The authors that developed this scale are Charles Spielberger and Peter Vag. The GSS is a 30-item psychometric instrument that is developed to measure the different sources of occupational stress encountered by employees. For example, some of the work stressors are lack of recognition, uncomfortable workspace, working overtime, and inadequate salary. The GSS takes approximately 10 to 15 minutes on paper, and the scores can be done in an online report or scored on paper as well. To continue the introduction, the GSS consists of 3 scales and 6 subscales. The 3 scales are job stress severity, job stress frequency, and the job stress index. The step process of this scale is first, the employee has to rate the severity of each stressor provided on a scale from 1 to 9. 1 being the lowest and 9 being the highest. Then, the employee has to indicate approximately how frequently that stressor event was encountered during the past 6 months, from 0 to 9 plus days, where 0 means that it has not been encountered and 9 or more days means frequently encountered. On the right, there is a sample page from the GSS. Part A shows the amount of stress, and Part B shows the frequency for that stressor, which in this sample page was working on a repetitive task. This slide shows the demographics for the GSS. It is developed for any adult. Most studies had a range of adults from the ages of 18 to 65. It has been shown that it's used in a wide variety of work settings. Some of these work settings include businesses, educational, and military settings, so it is developed for all occupations. Also, it has been validated in other languages and used in different countries. For example, there is a Swedish version of the GSS, and some studies compared the results of the Swedish version to the American version. And it
Now on to validity. Validity is the judgment of how well a test can measure. It validates the process of gathering and evaluating evidence about validity. How useful is it for a particular purpose to a specific population? And the tester must show evidence in regards to how valid it is. Validity comes with 3 different types. Comes with content validity, criterion validity, and construct validity. Content validity is essential to a test sample as it is a judgment of how adequately a test samples behavior and it's representative of the universe. Content validity for the job stress survey is similar to the surveys in other countries such as Sweden and Germany. And as complex as this survey is and as detailed as this survey is, it is valid. Criterion validity is the inference of the performance on a criterion and also has 2 branches under it. It's concurrent and predictive validity. Concurrent validity is the degree to which a test score is related to some criterion measure obtained at the same time, and predictive validity is the degree to which a test score predicts some criterion. So the workplace stress measured by job stress survey in relationships to musculoskeletal complaints. This specific article evaluated the concurrent validity using the perceived stress questionnaire, and the correlations fell under good concurrent validity. This Swedish version of the job stress scale survey was in compliance with the American version, since it did show the concurrent validity and it was valid. The perceived stress questionnaire focuses on cognitive aspects rather than emotional state. And the job stress survey measuring gender differences in occupation stress article had the perceived severity on the 30 scale item and how often a person experiences each stressor event. So this proved the concurrent validity since these two different measures were able to be obtained at the same time. And the construct validity is an informed scientific ideal developed or hypothesized to describe or explain behavior. It can have traits that a test developer may invoke to describe test behavior or criterion performance. There are two branches under it: convergent evidence, which is when scores on a test are undergoing construct validation, which tend to correlate highly in the predictor direction. And also, when a validity coefficient shows it is statistically insignificant between test scores with which scores on the test being construct validated should not be correlated. So the Swedish article, the Swedish version, used the exploratory factor analysis, which is the same as the American job stress survey. And the confirmatory factor analysis is used to see if there is empirical support for the theoretical factor structure. And the article evaluation of the job stress survey and its factor structure determined there was construct validity and discriminant validity using the confirmatory factor analysis. And the data that they found was the standardized factor loadings of the observed variable are adequate, ranging from 0.563 to 0.794, which means that there was construct validity because it was in that range.